Good? All right. So I need you guys to have dumbbells. If you have more than one set, just have those set up. And you are going to need a band. This is going to go kind of quick. The rounds are not as long. It's only 30 seconds for each exercise. So the first thing, you're going to have your band above your head, and you are going to do single arm lat pull down. And then on the other side, with this, make sure that you're not pulling this arm. Try to keep this as stable as you can and don't over grip it. Just think, squeeze down like you're squeezing your elbow down. Squeeze. So that elbow comes like this, not out here. Think that your elbow is the thing that's guiding the movement. So you're going to do one arm and one arm. Then you're going to need a set of dumbbells. They start at the top. You're going to lower, bring it back up, lower, bring it back up. Third exercise, just the opposite. Press and press. Then you're going to go back to the band and we're going to do the pull apart. You are not hitting your chest with this. Squeeze, let it come back. Squeeze, let it come back. And then the last thing with your dumbbells, bent over, rear delt raise. So 5 different things I will tell you guys as we are going. So the first thing, the band, pull down all on one arm and then all on the second. Just think that elbow is what's coming down. Are you guys ready? All right, grab your bands and go. Five more seconds here. Good, we have a 10-second break. You can readjust yourself. If you want to work through the break, you can, but we are doing the other side. Try to keep the stable arm up as straight as possible. Good, you're going to grab your dumbbells, bringing them up to the top. You're going to lower one at a time. Ten more seconds here. Good, now you're going to bring them to your shoulders. And you're going to do the opposite. So pressing up one at a time. Good, 10 seconds. All right, everybody grab your bands. You are doing the pull apart in front of your chest. So get a good squeeze. Don't rush through it. Squeeze, let it come back. Squeeze, let it come back. To be about at your collarbone. You don't want it too low. That ends up putting like a weird thing with your traps. Good, grabbing your dumbbells, bent over rear delt raise. So soft knees, butt back. Good, back to your band. Single arm lat pull down. Eight seconds. And you are switching to the other side. And go. Good, Noelle, I want you to bend your elbow down more. And keep your hand up. There you go, a little bit better. Just keep that fist up. Good. Grab your dumbbells, bring them up to the top position. Good, lowering one at a time. Eight more seconds here. Good, now you're gonna switch, bring them to your shoulder, and it's gonna be pressing up one at a time. And go. Good, grab your band, we're gonna go to pull apart. Make sure that you are breathing. Keeping your palms down towards the floor. Good, everybody up, grab your dumbbells, bent over rear delt raise. Good, everybody back with your band one more time. Single arm pull down. Good. 5 seconds. And you're going to switch to the other side. Good, grabbing your dumbbells, alternating from the top down. Good, bring them both down to your shoulders. And press up, one at a time. Make sure you are breathing, not holding the tension here. Press. Think that you're squeezing your shoulder blades, bringing your back down, keeping that nice and tight. Good, grab your band. So squeeze, hold for a second, let it come back in. Breathe. Grabbing your dumbbells, bent over rear delt raises. After this, I'm gonna give you guys a short break and then we're gonna have one more round that's slightly different. Good, everybody take a second. You're gonna have about 30 seconds. We are still gonna use the same equipment, but the exercises are gonna be a little bit different. So for the first one, instead of the single arm pull down, I'm gonna have you, and don't worry, you guys still have like 15 seconds. You're gonna do the lat pull down together with the bands. So think that you're like pulling apart at the top and squeezing down. Pull apart at the top and squeeze your elbows down. Everybody ready? We will start in 8 seconds. So really get that good squeeze, pull apart at the top and squeeze. Let it come back up, pull apart and squeeze down. Good, grabbing your dumbbells. This time, from the top down, we are doing them together, not alternating. Good, for the next one, I'm gonna have you hold it at your ears. You're gonna press up and lower only to your ears. Press here. So you are really keeping the tension right in your shoulders. Press straight up and then back down to your ears. 8 seconds. Good, I'm gonna have you grab your band. This time, pull apart is over your head. So you're bringing this right behind your head, squeeze, let it come up. Make sure you're not lowering your head when you do this. Lean back slightly if you need to. 5 seconds. And the last thing, bent over with your band. So just like the rear delts, but this time you're just pulling your band so it's like right underneath your boobs. Just focus on that squeeze in your back. 10 seconds. Good, everybody, put your weights down, grab some water if you need it. How's everybody doing? Good? All right, I'm gonna go through the next set of exercises. So you will need dumbbells. First thing, skull crushers. So when you lay down on the floor and you have your arms up, I want you to slide the weights back a little bit. From this position, your elbows do not move. You lower the weights and then you squeeze. Do not bring your elbows forward. Squeeze. You just want to straighten your arms. By having them back, by having your elbows back, I'm really trying to isolate your triceps. The second thing, you will bring them straight up, lower, and squeeze. So my palms are facing, and I'm pressing up, still working my triceps. Third thing, I'm going to turn them and go into chest press. Squeezing it up. Then I'm gonna have you guys all get into a plank. If you need to go wider with your feet for stability, that is fine. Taps. Try to keep yourself stable and not tilting every single time. And the last thing, with your dumbbells, hammer curls. Squeeze, lower it down. So the first 3 exercises are on your back, flip over into your plank, and then hammer curls. Same thing where it's gonna be the 30 seconds and then the 10 seconds in between. If you want to work through that break, by all means, you may, or just rest. So arms are up, Then you're gonna slide back a little tiny bit. And you keep your elbows wherever they are fixed. All right, starting in 3 seconds. I want you to try to keep your weights apart, not together. Get a good squeeze. Ashley, I need you to straighten your arms and not move your elbows. Good, you guys are switching to close grip press. So your arms are straight up. You're gonna lower your elbows down. You do not need to touch the ground and squeeze straight up. Try to keep the weights parallel to the floor. No like wobbly wrists. Shawnee, I need you to turn your palms so that they're facing each other. Yep. All right, now you're going to chest press. So turning your elbows out, lowering your elbows, squeezing at the top. Flipping over into a plank. You are going to do the shoulder taps. If you need to go a little wider with your feet for a little more stability, you're gonna tap, lower your hand down. Try not to move too quickly with this. This really is about stability and strength. M, drop your butt just a little bit, squeeze your glutes. Good. Christina, drop your butt down a little bit, squeeze your glutes. Good, grabbing your dumbbells. You are doing hammer curls. So think that your thumbs are up towards the ceiling. Squeeze, relax and lower. Squeeze, relax and lower. Don't over grip the whole time. Good, you guys are going back to the skull crushers. Laying on your back. Ashley, straighten your arms. Keep squeezing up, 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 toward the ceiling. Keep squeezing. See how your arms are bent? Yeah, there you go. Good. And just try to keep your elbows fixed. Good, you guys are switching to close grip press. So you are turning so that your palms are facing each other. You are going to lower down and squeeze up. Ten seconds. And switching to chest. flipping over into a plank. Make sure that your hands are nice and spread out, no little wrinkly thumbs. You want to take up nice real estate with your hands on the floor. And you guys are switching to hammer curls. Squeeze. Relax your fingers on the way down. Squeeze. Relax on the way down. Good, back to skull crushers. Your elbows are not moving. You are lowering the weights towards the ground and then squeezing and straightening your arms. Good, now shift your elbows forward a little bit. Your palms are facing and you're doing the close grip. So you're lowering and squeeze. Lower, squeeze. Especially if you're using lighter weights, that squeeze is so important. Otherwise, you could do a million of these. Good, turning your thumbs so they're facing, switching to chest press. Pause a little bit at the bottom and then squeeze it up. Good, flipping over to your plank. And go. Keep your glutes nice and tight. Good, and switching to hammer curls. After this, you will get a 40-second break, and then we're gonna have one more round that's gonna be slightly different. Squeeze, lower it down. Five seconds. Good, everybody take a breather. All right, for this next round, you still have 30 seconds of resting. You are going to press up like the close grip. Go into skull crusher, lower it down, squeeze, squeeze. Make sure that these are two separate movements. When you lower your elbows down, don't rest them on the floor. Stop right here, squeeze, over your head, squeeze, and down. We are starting in 7 seconds. So squeeze up, then skull crusher, get that good squeeze, lower down, squeeze, skull crusher, squeeze. Good, flipping over into a plank. I want your hands in a diamond shape. You are going to bring your arm out and back to center. Keep your glutes nice and tight. From here, you are going to stay in a plank. Put your hands wider. You're going to reach back and touch each toe, or get as close as you can. Each time, bring it back to the plank position. Good, with your dumbbells on your back. Alternating chest press from the top down. So weights are up, lower, squeeze it up. Weights down, flip it over. Back in that diamond position. You are going to lower it down halfway and squeeze up. Lower it down halfway, squeeze up. So really keeping that tension on your triceps and squeeze it up. If you need to go on your knees, perfectly okay. So your hands look like this. Good, grab your dumbbells. Palms are up. Squeeze, turn, hammer, turn. Squeeze up, turn at the bottom, squeeze up to hammer. Good, weights down, everybody grab some water. How you guys doing? Good? Yes? Okay. All right, for the next part, one dumbbell. The knee is bent, the same hand as the dumbbell. The other arm is out. You are going to lean into that arm and reach up towards the ceiling. Lower back down and down. Lean, really squeeze up. This foot, try to keep that heel on the floor and your toe towards the ceiling. The second 30 seconds, you are doing the other side. And I'll tell you guys as we go what we're gonna do, but that's the first thing. So one dumbbell. If you have one that's a little bit heavier, this would be the time to use it, really challenge yourself, but allow yourself to lean in and then reach up nice and high. This is where I want your arm, not here, here. So as much as you can. You guys ready? Grab your dumbbell, whichever hand it is in. That's the leg that is bent. Make sure that you're holding your dumbbell like this, not like this. So your palm is like towards your face. All right, starting in 5 seconds. Ten more seconds. Good, you are switching to the other side. Make sure that your knee is out a little bit. Don't let it fall in towards the other leg. And go. Katie, I want you to look up at the weight as you come up. Good. Now, with or without dumbbells, you can either use one, you can use two, you can use none. Laying flat, alternating knee in. So if you want to use two dumbbells, if you want to use one long ways, bring it in, all the way back down, bring it in, all the way back down. So starting in 8 seconds. Really focus on that squeeze. You're not trying to sit up. You want a contraction in your abs. Good. Weights down, staying on your back. You are going to bring one knee. Then you are going to take the elbow of the other. And if you want to put your other hand here, pick up that bottom leg and you're going to balance. Then we will do the other side. If it is too challenging for you to keep your bottom leg up, just keep that flat on the floor. So we are holding, starting in 4 seconds. Try to bring your elbow to that opposite knee as much as you can. And rest. Then you are going to do the other side. And go. Good, make sure you're not just pulling on your head. Think that you're reaching with your elbow. Keep your chin up just a tiny, tiny bit. And breathe. Good, going back to the single leg sit-up. So grab your weight. Knee is bent, the same one that has the dumbbell. Again, make sure that this knee is out a little bit. It's not falling towards the other one. And go. Good, look up at that weight and reach for the sky. Good, you are switching sides. And go. Good, really try to get that arm here at the top, not in front of you. Imagine that someone is pulling you up from the sky. Good, with weights or without weights, laying flat on your back, alternating knee-ins. Good, laying on your back, no weight. Opposite knee and elbow and holding. Try to flex this bottom foot. Keep your back flat on the ground. And switching to the other side. And go. Good, everybody take a breather. We are going to do one last thing. I want you to grab one set of dumbbells. This is going to be like a little bonus round. It's going to be for 2 minutes straight. So grab some water. I would like you not to rest during this 2 minutes. I just need to reset my timer. All right. Grab your dumbbells. Everybody ready? First thing we are going to start with, curl to shoulders and down. And go. Good, press it up, back into tricep extension. So lowering the weights, squeezing it up. Good, bring it back down. Elbows bent. Imagine that you're resting your arms on a table, so your palms are down. Good, now at the bottom, you're going to open and then lift. Open, lift your elbows. Good, I want you to turn the weights. Rest them. Relax your fingers. You are going to lower one at a time. Good, turn them to hammer, same thing. Now together. Almost there. And you ladies are done.
Upper body kicks my ass. And Cheryl, you win for best background.
My